Hey there. My name is Danny, and I'm here offering you a guided meditation today. So let's find a comfortable position in which to sit in. That might be sitting in a chair. Maybe you need to support your back. Maybe you don't. Maybe you can stay upright. Maybe you can sit on the floor. Maybe a cushion underneath you. Maybe you want to lie down and have your legs out. If you're feeling sleepy, right now, before you do this, it might be a good idea to just put something underneath your knees so that you kind of keep a sense of energy if you're laying down. If you're going to sit, just sit in some sort of comfortable position for you that you can sit in for about 10-15 minutes. And so find that what that's going to be like for you. Maybe you want a little pillow or cushion under your knees or underneath your seat so that your hips are kind of a little bit higher than your knees. That would be ideal. And so then we'll find a place for the hands. Maybe you want to put them on your knees, in your lap, and you can let the eyes be closed or not. If you keep the eyes open, let the gaze be very diffuse. So you don't want to look necessarily at anything directly, just let it kind of, the peripheral vision and the central vision become more like one piece. And if the eyes are closed, you just settle the eyes into the sockets. Begin to settle into the posture of sitting here now. So we might begin to notice any sensations in the body that are arising right away. Shoulders or the hips, spine. We might scan from the top of the head down through the body to see if we can relax this physical body right now. Widen the forehead. Slightly tuck the chin so the back of the neck can elongate. Soften around the eyes. Maybe swallow one time to relax your throat. And then relaxing the abdomen, softening around the abdomen so that the breathing can be more free, easy. The kind of tension around the abdomen sometimes can create a sense of anxiety or having to do something. And you can just begin to settle now. Settle into sitting here and breathing. Into coming into the body that's here now. Giving this body an invitation to rest here now. Within this invitation, we might actually begin to just acknowledge how the body is. You might feel quite restless or agitated, maybe quite calm. We can just begin to name how we are. How is the body doing now? Might include naming sensations that are arising within your awareness of the body. Maybe there's tingling or numbness. There's kind of a dull ache. Might be soreness. There might not be much feeling at all. We're going to get rid of the idea of doing it right or doing it wrong and replace that idea with endless research. What is the experience like now? How is the body now? might look for any gripping around the eyes or the jaw, maybe the throat, and see if you can soften there, relax there. And it might happen, it might not. It's just the invitation that the body can relax now. That we can rest here now with the way things are. So we're not trying to force the body to be any different or make really anything happen now. We're just inviting a sense of calm and curiosity to the experience of having a body now. This particular body that's here now. Somehow holding this experience, this body, with a kind of welcome acceptance. Allowed to be here now. You don't have to be any better, be any different. Body doesn't need to be any certain way. You're just here now, allowed to be here as you are. You might begin to notice where you feel the breathing in the body now. Maybe you feel it in the chest or the abdomen or the throat, maybe the nose. And often when you hear the instruction that you would like to watch the breath or notice the breathing, you might get a feeling of trying to control the breath. It might actually create a little bit of stress or kind of anxiety, like I'm not breathing well enough, good enough right now. And if that is present for you, just come back to feeling the hands and the body. Maybe when you do feel the actual breath, sometimes it does come up as a sensation. You can just notice that. I'm breathing. But if it is comfortable for you to just see, feel the breath in the body, and stay there and just notice how the breathing is. Maybe it's deep breathing or shallow breathing. Maybe it feels quick or slow. And again, this kind of accepting and allowing feeling around what's here now. Begin to include the sounds that are here in the room and outside the room. That's just part of this experience, the experience of hearing. And by now you probably have found that you've been thinking. There's nothing wrong with thinking, it's just what the mind does. But then we might move the attention of the mind away from thinking and towards the sense reality that we're in. So that might be hearing, breathing, or the sensation of the body. And there might actually be a sense that you're moving back and forth from thinking to sensation, back to thinking and back to sensation. We live in a kind of thinking reality where we make up the past and the future, feel certain ways about certain things because we've thought about it. But here in this experience, we're trying to direct the attention to our sense experience of now. And the tools we have to do that are this body that's here now, the feeling of our breath, and hearing the sounds that arise and pass away without us having to do anything at all. So I might invite you now to choose one of these kind of sense anchors, we might call them. You might choose the hands or the body. You might choose the feeling of the breath or sound. What's it like to hear? And then when you notice that you've begun thinking about whatever, the future, the past, some fantasy, some story, maybe it might even be thinking about being bored or restless, and just come back to this place that you feel most comfortable with. Sense of the body, sense of the breathing, or sense of hearing. And you don't need to condemn yourself or criticize yourself for having had a thought. It's very natural. It won't stop happening, actually. But you soften and go back, breathing, hearing, body. And maybe you have to come back hundreds or thousands of times. That's the practice here now. That moving back to our direct experience of reality now. At least just for a little while. Learning what it's like to bring kind, clear, calm attention to our life right now. You may find yourself very far away in thought. Maybe you've been following a story. Who knows where we go? But whenever you find yourself knowing that you're in that story and you kind of think, meditating, just come back. Breathing, body, hearing. It's enough. You might begin to feel sensations arise in the body, maybe pleasant or unpleasant. You might need to shift your posture slowly, might want to investigate those body sensations if you have energy to look into how they feel, what it's like. So we'll draw this meditation to a close by coming into whatever sense you've been working with: body, hearing, breath. And then letting go this idea of doing anything or efforting or working. Just being here now, sitting or laying down in a body, breathing. Enough to just be here now. Maybe this sense of enough and allowed can stay with you as you gently let the eyes open, taking in the color, and the light, and the shape, whatever is around you. So thank you so much for joining me. Feel free to let me know any experiences or questions you have in the comments. Yeah, thanks a lot. I hope that this practice is of some benefit to you. Be well. Thank you.